Understanding behaviour. Behaviour is subjective. Each coach or teacher typically has different standards of acceptable behaviour. How we as coaches are affected by behaviour is influenced by many different factors. These factors that affect us could be our personal values, past experiences, or our upbringings. To achieve a quicker understanding within a group and to manage behaviour more effectively, coaches should come to a common understanding of good or bad behaviour. For example, a club's standards may be different to a school standards. Therefore, in a club environment, the club should come up with a set of rules and guidelines for all coaches to follow. Behaviour is learned similar to a skill, so it's important that we teach appropriate behaviour and reinforce that as often as we can. Behaviour can be influenced by many factors. Some behaviours are developmental. Typically, from younger participants, disruption is normal, it's fine. Often, challenging behaviours can be a result of excitement. The excitement could be for many reasons. It could be because there's a new coach, a new teacher, they're playing a game they love or a sport they love, even if they've had a really good day at school. So sometimes a little bit of leeway would be necessary depending on the situation. Misbehaviour. There are many different types of misbehaviour, and they could come in different forms, such as these common forms: not paying attention, aggression, talking out of turn. They could also be violent, be making noise during class or the session, interfering with others, not carrying out instructions, refusing to join in, not cooperating with coaches or even the other kids, and trying to be the centre of attention. Once again, it's very important we teach and we reinforce our rules. Causes of misbehaviour. Bailey, 2013, identifies that these are some of the main patterns of disruptive behaviour from social or emotional causes. Antipathy. The participant doesn't think it's relevant to them, or they're not interested in the subject. Social dominance. They want attention from their peers or their coaches. There's also social isolation, and they're misbehaving because of no attention to gain attention, essentially. Conflicting rules. So the club the participant may play at may have different rules to the school, which mean they may struggle to understand what may or may not be acceptable. Anxiety could be another issue. People who are fearful or anxious are more likely to misbehave. And leadership style. The kid may struggle with the coach's leadership style, whether that be they're too stern, they don't motivate the kids enough, however that may be. There are other factors to consider that may also influence behaviour. Biological factors, they could be tired or they could be ill. The need for attention, it could be a past or ongoing trauma. It could be out of boredom. The activities may not be challenging enough or fun enough for the participants, so they interact with their friends, which causes disruption. They could also be too challenging, so they may have a lack of skills. The task might not be appropriate for the challenge. The participant may be in a new environment. Could be a new kid on a team, for example. They're not used to the environment they're in, or the peers, or the coaches. Inadequate adult supervision, whether that be one coach dealing with lots of kids, or kids who may need one-to-one support, not being supported, therefore the coach's attention may be diverted. The equipment not being available, the coach arriving late. Maybe the performers feel the coach is unfair, treats others differently. If the performers can't see the point of task, you may lose their attention. And if the transitions between activities are not smooth, it may slow down the session and lose the attention of the participants.